Greetings to dear friends, thank you for choosing the BigDark channel for teaching scientific content. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment to support the channel. The Bermuda Triangle has long been one of the strangest puzzles humans have ever encountered. Is there really a point in the middle of the Atlantic where logic and science were failing, or are these just fantasies? Did these stories and rumors come out of a book and then a series of events and happenings confirmed these stories by chance, and later all of them became the legend of the Bermuda Triangle? No matter how much we speculate about it, or no matter how much scientists try to explain the events based on science, there are still riddles that no one has ever been able to solve or explain. But there are things that many do not know about this mysterious triangle. 1. The Bermuda Triangle has not been drawn on any map. Bermuda is an island group ruled by the British government. It has 138 islands and is located in the North Atlantic Ocean. The closest continent to the Bermuda Triangle is North America, and people say it starts in the Bermuda Islands, passes through Miami, and ends on the island of Puerto Rico. This triangle forms a very large part of the Atlantic Ocean but is not marked on any of the printed maps of the Earth because it has not been formally recognized as an area of the Atlantic Ocean. Perhaps another reason why it is not included in the maps is that no one really knows how big it is, but it is estimated to be at least 1,295,000 square kilometers. 2. Fog and time travel. You may now think to yourself that time travel is the most absurd of all Bermuda Triangle theories. But aside from the joke, traveling to another time is very strange. But perhaps that is really why people, ships, and planes disappear without a trace. A more accurate explanation for this is that the fog that appears in the Bermuda Triangle is an electric fog, and anything that comes in contact with it is teleported. Author Bruce James describes his experience of this fog and the Bermuda Triangle in a book entitled Beyond the Bermuda Triangle. 3. ATEC. The term stands for Atlantic Submarine Assessment and Testing Center, which is a United States fleet-based facility officially operating in the Bahamas. Of course, the theory that ATEC is involved in the Bermuda Triangle is a conspiracy theory and is similar to the stories of District 51 of the U.S. government. Conspiracy theories are very entertaining and interesting, and this conspiracy theory is also called the Underwater Area 51. The story of the theory is that the U.S. government is collaborating with extraterrestrial species and conducting experiments in the Bermuda Triangle under the ocean. If this is true, all the riddles of the Bermuda Triangle will be solved together. 4. A cover for human error. Many scientists and researchers do not agree at all with the strange theories about the Bermuda Triangle. They say that these myths are made to hide a simpler explanation, because the incidents that took place in this area were full of human error. And the U.S. Navy blamed the pilot for the accident on Flight 19. Well, at least at the time, that was the only logical explanation. But many did not and will not accept this explanation, especially now that the legend of the Bermuda Triangle has sounded like a ball. But how do these people want to explain that despite these disappearances, many planes and ships still pass through this area every day? 5. The latest victims. In the same decade, 2 disappearances occurred in the Bermuda Triangle. The first in 2015 was a cargo ship with 33 crew members. The SS El Faro sank in a storm but was recovered a few weeks later with no trace of its 33 crew. A plane with 4 passengers, a pilot, a mother, and her 2 children crashed. This happened on May 2, 2 years ago, and the plane disappeared in such a way that no trace of its parts, no fuselage, no people, and nothing else remained, and it seemed to have disappeared. 6. Formation of hexagonal clouds, registered by NASA. Another hypothesis about the Bermuda Triangle was that the presence of methane gas in this area causes gas bubbles to form, which also come to the surface of the water, which helps to create many waves in this area. It eventually leads to the sinking of the ship, and also the jump of your gas upwards, air, causes the aircraft to not be able to maintain its balance. One of the earliest hypotheses was the theory of the city of Atlantis in the Bermuda Triangle, which many believed had swallowed the city of Atlantis in the Bermuda Triangle, leaving no trace of the city. 7_Bermuda Triangle volcano. One of the most interesting clues and new scientific theories that Cornell University scientists have come up with after years of research on oceanic lava is the very deep and large crater in the Bermuda Triangle. This crater pulls all the ships and planes inward and breaks them into pieces due to the excessive pressure of the ocean floor. 8_The wormhole. If you are interested in science fiction, it might be a good idea to know that many believe that there is a wormhole at this point. The wormhole is actually a medium in time that if an object is placed inside a gentleman, it may even be able to travel in time. Although the existence of wormholes has not yet been scientifically proven, there are people in the Bermuda Triangle who believe in its existence. The fact that the bodies and survivors of the Bermuda Triangle were never found strengthens proponents of the wormhole theory. 9_Do pilots avoid flying over the Bermuda Triangle? Due to the superstitions surrounding the Bermuda Triangle, many people think that airline pilots are constantly preventing them from flying over the area from the ocean. But anyone who flew from Miami to San Juan in Puerto Rico would probably agree that this is not true because he flew over the Bermuda Triangle. In fact, if the pilots had avoided flying over the Bermuda Triangle, almost all Caribbean holidays would have been wiped out. A survey on the Flight Radar 24 website shows that there are many flights flying over the Bermuda Triangle, so it is clear that flying in this area is not actively prevented. Located in the North Atlantic, this region is one of the most mysterious geographical areas. As we have said, in fact, it is not located in the Bermuda Triangle, and considering the area and type of geography of this region, the rate of accidents in this region is not high and does not seem unusual. The biggest thing that has probably not yet allowed the Bermuda Triangle to be recognized as a normal area is the many books and movies that have been sold with the help of Bermuda mysteries. As much as Steven Spielberg in one of his films in 1977 mentioned that the occupants of Flight 19 were abducted by aliens. Recent research, however, disproves all of these stories with solid evidence. 10_Only God and the Sea know. The Bermuda Triangle was unknown until 1918. But then the USS Cyclops with 300 passengers sank. The ship did not send any warning sign to anyone and was never found. The then President of the United States, Woodrow Wilson, said, "Only God and the sea know what happened to that great ship." What is not known about the Bermuda Triangle? The exact number of ships and airplanes that have disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle is not known. The most common estimate is about 50 ships and 20 airplanes. The wreckage of many ships and airplanes reported missing in the region has not been recovered. It is not known whether disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle have been the result of human error or weather phenomena. Atlantis theory. Now that we're talking about space cooperation with the US government to do weird things under the sea, let's go a step further and think about the city of Atlantis. When one wants to explain one myth to another, it becomes really hard to believe, but let us exaggerate. According to one theory, the city of Atlantis was swallowed up by the Bermuda Triangle and that is why it disappeared. Another theory says that the cause of the failure of compasses and mechanical devices in the Bermuda Triangle is the power cells and energy crystals of Atlantis. There is another theory linking the Bimini River underwater rock, near the Bahamas, to these stories. Thank you for being with us until the end of the program. Be sure to mention your opinions about the educational video in the comments section.